the fact that having a disability is all about what you can't do and all that kind of stigma around it. But I'm here the same level as Olympians doing what people think I cannot do just because I've got my disability. Hi, I'm Funmi Oduwaiye. I'm a Paralympian. I recently went to Paris for the Paris 2024 Paralympics and came 5th and 8th. I'm here today because it's the International Day for Disabled People, and I happen to be a disabled person, so it's a day to just recognise disabled people and come up with whatever questions that you have or concerns, and also just hearing from people on the panel like me about different pathways, advice, all that kind of stuff. I think one of the biggest challenges faced by disabled people today is probably the acceptance. We're almost there, just not quite there in the fact that people with disabilities are usually an afterthought rather than a current thought. So when you're making plans for a building or this, that and the other, or transportation or inclusion in education and all that kind of stuff, it's usually an afterthought rather than a criteria in what people are making. So I think being recognised and being involved from the very start, not just an afterthought. Being part of the criteria from the start, whether it is building designs or job interviews or like education systems, like all those organisations have criteria when they're making what they're making. So I think one of the criteria should be like inclusivity for people with disabilities, not just people with disabilities, but all different types of diversities. And once we start doing that, like rather than just, oh, let's add a ramp here just because someone might come in a wheelchair, like things might start happening. And start publicising the Paralympics for what it should be, which is like a pretty incredible thing if you ask me. Like, I know from when I was younger, I always used to watch the Paralympics or the Olympics even when I was able-bodied, because it is just an incredible thing. If we start promoting it for what it really is, we'll start getting somewhere. So there are like 21.1% of disabled people in Wales, and so if we have more people with disabilities as role models, then like who knows the heights that we can reach.